Hello everyone, we got a box set today of the Hot Wheels Legends, and I think this set came out in 2024 according to fandom. And Legends are real cars in the real world, and I think this one and this one were actually made by individual people, and then they got awarded by Mattel to make a miniature version of their real car. But I think like this, and this were actually just made by, these are actually designs by Mattel, and then they became real cars. So this is a photo of the real car. I don't think this one actually runs, but this is bad to the bleed. So there is a bunch of copyright stuff here, 2023. So the part number, I guess, for this box is HRX55. That's how I found it on the fandom. All right. So, anyways, got a little reveal here, and it would be nice, you know, if you have all this space, maybe tell a story on each one of these things, who the creator of the car was, that kind of stuff, whether they're designers at Mattel or the actual person in real life that just made a cool car and then Mattel recognized it. I'm not even going to keep that box. I'm not sure why I cut it open. Well, this is interesting. I thought it was a... Is this 2 layers of plastic? No, it's not. They're just all kind of fitting in there. So, well, we'll just... keep them in order. Okay, so maybe that was the order. So bad to the bleed. So on this one we have a metal base. Oh, and it's a metal top. Only the red plastic here in the middle is that. It's got these double 5 spokes, and it's got a nice chrome red lip around them, staggered sizes of the tires and wheels. There's even a printed graphic right here. Coincidentally, it says graphics, kinda. And then the number 8 on this silver painted body, and it definitely looks very stealth fighter-ish, or yeah, modern stealth movie. And Burt Rutan kind of forward-facing canards there. Interesting. So the red plastic becomes the canopy. That's pretty good use of plastic, and it's a really good fit. You know how they made that work. That's cool. Obviously some panel gaps, rivet marks, and whatnot, or fastener marks and stuff like that. A little suspension detail here, and it's interesting, these rear wings like this. I thought it would have been cooler if they actually came out just like this, I think, but whatever. Maybe some exhaust or something, and a drivetrain rear end there. So actually, it looks pretty narrow to me. This one dates way back to 2009. Okay, and it's nice that it actually has the Hot Wheels text in there. Pretty high wing, interesting. Not sure how well it's going to do on the track, because this is actually going to hit bottom there. You'll also be curious how much it weighs. It's metal and metal, but it's pretty small. Bone Shaker. I don't have this color. It's not my intention to collect multiple castings, but I thought that was cool to have Legends cars because they're real in the real world. So it's same type of wheel design, but these are bigger than the last one, it looks like. And a nice cool flame job printing here is in a skull on a matte blue body. We got the velocity stacks there, and then I didn't expect that. The skull actually has red paint in the eyes. That's kind of freaky looking, but cool. That's actually really neat. The main line I reviewed didn't have such. And then there's actually white in the headlights here, and I think like maybe from the front these look like fingers, right? Grabbing something. That's interesting. I didn't notice that the last time I reviewed one of these. Okay, well that's pretty cool. Some flames carrying across the hood as well. And then, you know, you got your big open cockpit with the shifter, drivetrain there. Sorry, I lost focus of things chromed. Almost a pizza pan steering wheel. Some gauge bumps, but being a chrome body is pretty hard to tell. I mean, a chrome interior. That has to be a battery. And then a fuel tank here. And look, even a little paint here for the taillights. And then some suspension and a little license plate area maybe. So that's definitely the best version of this casting I have, just because of all the paint apps. This one dates back to 2005. Okay. So I think this one was just a graphic project. Some graphic designer put these graphics on the thing Worldwide Optimism. And same wheels again, this time with red lips here, like the first one. Side pipes here, pretty neat. I like that there's no window here, so you can look right into it easily. The grille pattern is, it's alright. The base here is plastic. That is probably just part of this, just painted black. Alright, going around here. I don't know what that, I think that said World Race, maybe? Looking through a phone screen, it's pretty hard for me to see. Okay, nice that there's paint on the taillights. Maybe that's the fuel filler. And then up here, Conifer. I think this is the designer. Conifer Commissions Logistics. Okay, I don't know what any of that means. Perpetual, what does that say? Perpetual childhood. That's pretty cool. And then here we have some funky side power bulges. And then what's that say? Chance? Maybe that's his designer's name. Okay, I don't know what that would be. Genuine, certified, authentic. Okay, well, I mean, it looks like a race car, right? It's not bad, not bad. Alright, I'm just going out of order now. So this is a metal base. It does tell you it is a RipRod. Funky translucent red paint finish on this, like a carbon fiber texture back here. And then the wheels, same style. I think probably they're all gonna have the same style, maybe. Red lips here. Nice colorful Hot Wheels banner, some venting, some sort of barge board coming up here, a tube frame inside with this black plastic. Look at that, that's cool. A little spring for the rear suspension. And it's just a red plastic nose with a gray plastic middle bit. And this is still the base. That looks kind of like a Star Wars character. Please leave a comment. I forget what that reminds me of, but I feel like it's a Star Wars thing. Alright, so yeah, this is actually a metallic, maroonish kind of plastic. You can see some flakes in there, giving it a little shine. And then back here, extra paint details, black and gray. This is like that pixelated premium kind of stuff, I think, but from this distance it looks perfectly fine. I have to assume those are exhaust tips, a little recessed there. And then there's a roll cage, and it's so dark, I'm gonna get the flashlight. Alright, so the metal base is becoming the seat there. Interesting, that's good. And there's a steering wheel as part of the metal base, just 3/4 of one. That's cool. It's not often you get to see the metal base become the interior, but the thing is small, so I guess that's how they can justify the cost of that metal there. Interesting. It is interesting. And this is a real car in the real world. 70s Firebird. Really fine texture. This is actually one of the finer plastic textures I've ever seen from the brand. It's like mini GT kind of quality. The texturing here, that's impressive. Copyright 2021 here. Some rivet marks, and really small front wheels. And these are actually a different design than all the other ones. It seems these 5 spokes, and they're like a yellowish, goldish gold color. And then we have the printing here of the reflectors, and then, boy, I can't read that. I would have to assume all this text is from the real car itself. A little black here for the vent there. I can't make out that. It's too small. I'm not sure what that is. Door handle sticking up. You got some paint on there. Boy, that's a chrome. It's gonna be hard to see that interior later. Silver paint on the bumper. The taillights are nicely done. The license plate, the legends, that's cool. And then Pontiac, very nice. Okay, this side here looks all fine. And then the front, yeah, you got that pixelated premium kind of look to it, at least for this gray. But the black looks like it's just a tampo print. It's not pixelated. So that's interesting. They use 2 different processes there. And then some sort of mechanical, or maybe that's an inlet to the air filter. And that's an inlet maybe to a radiator. Let's see if I get some light down there. Is there a texture? Yes, there's a texture way down in there. And then these vents are nicely painted black as well, so that's cool. But I think the real highlight of this is just the exposed engine here. And then we have air filter, I guess. And it's a midship mounting, so it should handle pretty well. Tube frame, Boy, I don't know. Maybe the induction, or maybe it's turbocharged. I'm not sure what that would be though. And then we have some, I don't know, maybe those extra reinforcement straps and rivets like a NASCAR thing has. And then we have 2 seats apparently with harnesses. It's kind of hard to see. Yeah, okay, shifter there, some unique dashboard. You know, one would assume it's similar to the real car. And then back here the window has those rivets as well. And then behind the window we have a cross brace. And boy, I'm not sure what the stuff next to the cross brace is. It looks like that's maybe a horizontal shock right there. But what is there and there? I don't know. But one would guess it's on the real car. Some latches or something to hold the trunk down, I assume. This is really nice. I like it. You know, it's cool that it's a real car in the real world, but Hot Wheels did a good job making this look pretty realistic for a Hot Wheels. So that could be my favorite one. And then this is a real car, you know, an enthusiast, I think, designed. 68 Corvette and Gas Monkey, copy of 2016. Undercarriage details in this goldish plastic. And then we're back to these types of wheels, but they're all chromed instead of just the lip. And then we actually have 4 pipes coming out the side with some recesses. That's cool. And wow, I didn't even notice this. There's a flame job on this thing. So the whole body is a metallic gold, of course. But then it's got like a solid gold, which I can't even tell if that's a metallic or not. Maybe it's just yellow or on translucent yellow on top of the gold. Not sure, but okay, going into the front, we have some fog lights. The grille details there, nicely done. The bumper as well. Alright, and then I'm going to guess those are some sort of quick releases for the hood. And then a big blower engine. And is there black paint here? No, it's just a reflection. That's just all chromed plastic of the interior. Some venting there and here. And then some, you can remove the roof panels on this model of Corvette. Some venting back here though, interesting. And then I have to assume that's a center fuel filler. Nice paint back here, and it also has Midas Monkey. Okay, yeah, on the Legends part of the Hot Wheels website, it calls this the Midas Monkey. So I'm not sure why it's called the Gas. Oh, maybe the Gas Monkey Garage made this car, but the car is probably called Midas Monkey. Please leave a comment if you know for sure. And I am gonna have to zoom in. I can't make that out. This license plate. Oh, there's Gas Monkey Garage. Alright, yeah, so it's all there, I guess. That's cool. All this extra printing, this is really nice. It's like a, you know, it's like a Hot Wheels Silver, pretty much. In fact, actually, the box is a Hot Wheels Silver, right? I think that logo, this being silver, this is a Silver Series set, I guess. So instead of moving the camera back and forth, I just thought now I'd scroll through the pictures of the real cars. So the Bone Shakers come in a couple different colors, right? But I think it's no, it's not that one. It's not this one. Obviously, it's not that one. It's not the black one. I don't know if this is all the same car or if they've made multiples of this car. Please leave a comment if you know about that. One would have to assume there is a picture of something like this out in the real world, right? Why would it be in the set if otherwise? Alright, here's that Corvette there, and sadly, you know, the wheels aren't really matching, but maybe they do that in a premium version or something. And then look how awesome that is. I think it's so cool. This crazy, has a crazy exhaust system going on there. I don't think it's turbocharged. Yeah, anyhow. And RipRod definitely looks cool in real life. That's a mean looking thing. It almost looks like an off-road vehicle, like a buggy, right? And then yeah, that's pretty sweet too. And Hot Wheels does have wheels like this, but I'm gonna assume maybe they save that for premium versions. I prefer plastic wheels because I want to try these out on a track. Although honestly, I feel like, you know, these two are, since they're real cars built by enthusiasts, I'm a little hesitant to get these two scratched up on a track. But you never know. Weight check time, because maybe to some of you the weight is important. So this is metal to metal construction. Yeah, 32. Still not not very heavy. Oh, that's really light. Pretty light. That's actually pretty heavy considering how small it is compared to the Corvette. I mean the Camaro, right? This feels light. Yeah. I guess that's the heaviest, but none of them I would call really heavy in the realm of regular main lines. I would just call them average to light. I'm focusing on this area here, just looking at the stance of these things. That thing's pretty high up, but it's a classic Corvette. This thing is so low to the ground. It looks cool. I just don't think it's going to do very well on a loopy track for sure. Maybe a drag strip would be fine. Yeah, the Camaro is pretty high up as well. Alright, more normal angle. Yeah, I really like the Silver Series. You can run them on the tracks with the plastic wheels, but they still have all the paint apps of a premium. But they cost less, right? So I think this is really great that they have these Silver Series. And this set is really neat as well. It's really cool that there are people willing to make nice cars in the real world, and then Mattel comes and actually makes them a real miniature version of their real car. So that's really cool. Appreciate you guys checking this out today. We'll see you the next time around. Bye.